Okay.
Want live?
Yeah, I'll check it out over here.
All right, there we go. Is the microphone working? Is the microphone working?
It sounds like it. No, it's picking me up pretty well, that's for sure.
Yeah, so this is the problem. Yeah, we know that. These are the controllers that connect early. I could just new call for them. Well, I just turn these off.
I don't think it's working.
It's picking up pretty well. Because I was.
Well, if you're gonna be going blue.
The microphone isn't working.
All right. I don't know. Steve, just go without it, and then we'll figure it out.
Camera.
I heard you say camera, and then it started working.
Well, I don't know. I got the microphone on, you guys. I don't know if it's working or not. Welcome, everybody. May the 4th be with you.
Sounds like it's working.
It kind of sounds like it's working. I didn't know if I had to go accept it or not. All right, guys. I don't think this microphone's working, so I'm just going to take it off.
Unless it's just because you're standing that close. I told you, once it's closer, it works. I think maybe because you're standing right next to it.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
What happens now? Yeah, it sounds the same. I just unplugged it. All right, welcome everybody. Again, may the 4th be with you. Here we're going to be showing our ultimate pedestal today. So I'm going to undo this camera. Bear with me. I'm going to show you what we got here and show you around this machine. Well, here we are. Bear with me again. I'm going to try to do this as best as I can. This is the ultimate pedestal, everyone. We did a chrome wrap on this just to experiment. The chrome did turn out really nice. We did a Scantron layout on this, Tron stick, spinner, Scantron layout, active marquee in there. We have a 55-inch TV mounted to this one. I believe you can do a 32 to 70 with this mount that we have on here. So we just put a 55 inch just so you guys can see that a bigger TV can get mounted. But that chrome wrap turned out really nice. We've never done a chrome wrap like this. We do have a rounded box on the front of this too that we tried. So if you guys can kind of see that rounded box. I know it's kind of hard with this camera. Bear with me again, like I'm trying to do the best that I can. The speakers are like mounted down in there. So this particular one we have right now, this one is for sale. $5,500, I believe, is the asking price on this one. Just because of the added Tron stick and the spinner. Kind of show you the side view. I hit all the cameras backward when you look at this. Yeah, the Marquee. No, it does not come with the TV. As you can see, this is going to be something that I think we just send out and then you guys mount your own TV to it or buy your own TV. So we do have like a mounting system on here. Kind of show you the back. So it just gets mounted to this. Again, I think it's a 32 to 70 inch you can fit on here. And then we got it nicely wire managed through a hole there. I did just mirror this back because it was just easier to wrap, but I didn't do the full back just because you're not really going to see all this, you guys. Yes, this is adjustable, as you can see too, like David is saying. Here where you can adjust it this up and down as well. Obviously on your mounting too, you can adjust where you needed it mounted as well. I'll open up the back too and show you some of the wire management here, just so you guys can get a peek in the inside too. So here's the inside, all nicely wire managed. We do have recoil guns with this. I'm just running a base computer in this one. There you go. There's the inside, all nicely wire managed for everybody. And then I do over here, like I left, I did kind of just zip tie, or not zip tie, I used like a Velcro strap for the TV power, because obviously you're going to be mounting your own TV to this. And then I did add right here a tie strap to a little bit. I have a Velcro strap, sorry, on this as well for a Wii bar. So if you guys run a Wii bar, that's hanging right here for you already too. So there's kind of all that on the left side there. I'll kind of get to some of your questions just in a second. I just wanted to show you guys around this. What do you guys think though? $5,200 is the base price for this, just for the design of this. So again, like you could put your own artwork on this. You could get it painted. I mean, you could do whatever you want. We just decided to do a chrome wrap and experiment. This will probably be the only chrome wrap one that we will do unless a customer requests it. The chrome was a little more difficult and harder to put on, to be honest with you. It was a challenge, but got it to turn out really nice, actually. Yeah, 28-inch active marquee. Sorry, you guys, 28-inch. So I'm going to set this back down on the stand. I'll kind of point it towards the pedestal there. So bear with me again. I got to get it in here. And I can kind of do this now for everyone. Kind of show you, because I'm going to be doing quality checking on this upright over here as well. Just bear with me on the camera, you guys. I'm trying to do my best. There you go. There's the ultimate pedestal. Yes, it does have the regular speakers, just like a Megacade in it, so it's just going to sound just like a Megacade. You could do gun for IR or aim track guns on this. Obviously, you can mount the sensors to the TV. This one I have recoil and everything already in it. So again, like you could do gun for IR or just standard guns. You could add the Wii bar to this if you wanted to as well. Basically, again, everything's same like the Megacade, but just a little bit better. You know, you with this pedestal, obviously you got the active marquee already built in, and then again, you can mount your own TV to it, which is really a nice feature. Instead of having it obviously like mounted on the wall and things like that. Yep, just like David said, it does have the same quality picture as our other marquees. Yeah, I would think 70 is pretty big. I mean, to be honest with you, this 55 feels just perfect. So if I'm standing here, I mean, 55 feels perfect, but obviously, like you could do bigger. Just to kind of give you an estimate how far away this is right now from where I'm standing. So about where I'm standing is 32 inches. So 32 inches, I'm standing pretty much away from that screen. Yeah, it'll fit through no more doorways. Has wheels on the bottom. Obviously stoppers to secure it down to the floor as well. Again, the HD mount for your TV, that's fully adjustable up or down. Just kind of looking through some of your questions, you guys, and just trying to answer them. Again, 4,200 for the base on this. So 5,200 for the base, and then obviously if you're going to have all the extras added to it. And 5,200, I believe, is the base with an active marquee. I mean, you could do just lighted artwork in there too if you wanted, if you didn't want an active marquee. So I don't know if that would probably, obviously, I would think lower the price on that. But I think I like the active marquee in it. It's like perfect size for this. Turned out really nice. So for this in particular one, I think we were saying 55 just because of the Tron stick and the spinner added to this. And then again, the TV does not come with it. We just mounted a bigger one on just to see what it would look like. So there is a 55-inch on this again. So call and get this one before it's gone, you guys. Turned out really nice. Again, this will probably be the only one we'll do it in the chrome. Unless a customer asks for it. But I'm going to jump up on this machine. I'll just let this one kind of play through the cycle of everything in there just so you can see everything. How's it with scratches and swirls? I mean, I've wiped it down about 15 times probably now just to kind of keep it clean. And if I've had blankets on it, to me, I haven't seen any really major scratches or swirl marks on it, to be honest with you. So I believe it's holding up really well. I think a good idea, if possibly for anybody that might be wanting to do the chrome wrap or get the panel in chrome or anything, I would probably recommend poly over the top of the chrome, possibly. Typically, when we do the wraps, we don't put poly over top of them, but just for the chrome, poly might be a good option on there as well. Thanks, Loose Cannon. Yeah, chrome turned out really nice, though. Took me a while to get it applied and get it on, but again, it turned out really nice. Proud of it. So there you have it, you guys. That's our new addition, the Ultimate Pedestal, to our lineup. Call or email us. Yeah, and just like David was saying, you guys, that chrome wrap, like he was saying, is really hard to find. Luckily, we got some.
There are half of my wearing audiobook. So okay, so you know half of my wearing I'm not looking at a normal person on my neck.
Power cord.
I don't listen to my employees.
Let me know if you have any other questions or anything too, everybody. I'll try to answer them the best that I can. And I don't know if you guys seen too, but we did do chrome buttons on this as well. I'll kind of show you the control panel. I don't think I really showed it all that great, but we did chrome buttons as well with black joysticks. I think the black and the chrome works really nice. No, we do not have LEDs underneath it or anything. I mean, that can be an option if somebody wants to add that to it. But this doesn't have all that. We just tried to keep it simple with the chrome because I thought the chrome was kind of flashy enough. But obviously, if you ordered one of these and you did your own artwork or anything and you wanted that, we can certainly add that to it. All right. And I don't know if anybody that's watching, I'm still working on the RGB molding for the machine. I got the other side on. We did get another strip that matched. So everybody that was tuning in last week, there's kind of an update on that. I just kind of pushed that aside for now because we need to get this machine out. So I'm just going to be quality checking this one, making sure all the programming and everything is all set up right. So that's what I'll be doing. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Try to answer them the best that we can. And again, you could get this in a 2-player too. So you could get this in a 2-player panel too if you're looking just for a 2-player. I mean, we did a 4-player. But again, fully customizable to how you like it. Thanks, Luke. Turned out really nice. Again, you guys, the ultimate pedestal. Again, you can mount your own TV to it. We would ship it out without a TV for everybody that's just joining. You would mount your own TV to this, which is kind of the nice thing. So you just buy the bottom half and then the mounts and everything comes with it. A 32 to 70. We do have a 55-inch on here right for now. I think the 55 is plenty big enough, but again, you could go bigger if you'd like.
And it's just ridiculous that it's that low. Yeah, it's actually still on the low end. Yeah, compared to what it is currently. I'm not gonna say what his, I'm not gonna say what his is currently, but a couple of like the main big ads, they're like 3 to 4 billion. Their average. Except for being the strongest man in the world. I think I'm not playing a lot of my Christmas fair.
Yeah, right? Like the Silver Surfer. Can the TV mount do horizontal and vertical? No, I think that, yeah, the TV can't move this way or the other way, you guys. It's just a standard mount like this.
Shut up. Don't look at it. Don't look at my machines, guys. It'll make you sad. Not sad. I measured it 3 or 4 times. And it's on. It's on. Like it's weird. It pays. All the. I'm pretty gonna still. Is it Jimmy? Yeah, it's Jimmy. Yeah, it's pretty I wasn't looking. I've watched like only a third of one piece, and it wasn't in order.
When's pizza time? I scarfed some food down before I started the stream today, you guys.
But as far as the programming goes, I think you stuck at most 3 steps, so we'll score one. No, is that? Well, the thing with the subject is you do have to. I know the resonating machine. Yeah, it's like the getting ran final. Maybe cover card. No, it's very. Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Yeah, so I do have I've had the full package on this machine as well. So it's got the 2 terabyte, it's got the expansion in it. I can definitely show off what's in that wheel right now. I'll kind of just throw it up here and let it kind of scroll through. So there is a new addition to this wheel too. It does have the newest games that we put on here. So it does have this latest games edition, which is kind of cool. So I believe the newest games that we add, it'll come up on this wheel here. So I can kind of go in here. There's 288 new games, and I believe all these ones should be on Drive B, which hopefully should be launching soon. I'm not sure if David has finished up with that yet or not. But I'll kind of scroll through some of these. I'll start at A. So here's some of the new additions that will be coming. Does it have a game called Brute Force? I can certainly check. But here's some of the newest games. Resident Evil 4 HD. So David kind of answered the question about the vertical mount. He said, yeah, it could be done with a different like mounting system on there, obviously. Should be ready to start shipping late this month or early June. So there you have it. It's about 70% done. So probably, hopefully at the end of May, we can get B launched for everyone. But I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Redneck Rampage, for all those that remember that. I remember playing that when I was a kid. Those will be on Drive B. A bunch of new games, you guys. I'm really excited to see Expansion B come through here. Brute Force is on the system. Yeah, I can check too. So again, for people that don't know how to bring up a search, I believe if you just hit your player 2 coin, that automatically brings up the search bar for everyone. So then it's just a matter of using your player 1 joystick and then player 1 start. So if I believe I've seen it on here too. So there you have it. This looks like the arcade version. I don't know if there's a newer version, but this is the one that we have on here. Not sure if this is the one you're looking for. Yeah, the TV comes right off, you guys. It's just basically like basically it's a mounting system. There's a little screw in the bottom. I can kind of show you how this one typically mounts. Again, bear with me on the camera. But if I come around to the back, so there's a screw here that screws up and holds obviously the TV so it doesn't shift. This can get unscrewed, and then obviously you can just get your TV off. For everybody that is joining the TVs, you'll be putting your own TV, purchasing your own TV, and putting it on there. I don't know if we will be sending TVs with this. I believe the plan was not to. And the plan was just to mount your own TV to there, like you would get like a pedestal. But this one's got everything and all the mounts to it and everything that you would need instead of having your TV mounted to the wall. Yeah, you probably would have to undo your box to get it through a doorway, just like you would a normal Megacade. I don't think it would fit with the box on there. Yeah, this is the only brute force we have. I mean, I did a general search on that game, and that's the only one I believe we have on here. So that's something that David could grab and put on our news drives. Is that brute force game that you're looking for? We just have the original arcade version.
I couldn't get anything off at the end there. What is that? I don't know what this is.
We can start taking orders on these right away, you guys. Again, 5,200 for a base, and this current one with the chrome and everything, we're selling for 55. And the chrome is one of one. Yeah, sorry again, we didn't have that game up on our system, but if you want to email David, he can get that added as well. I'll just kind of throw up just kind of our general pricing, our phone number, and our email information here. I just kind of have a little piece of paper that's just kind of got all our starting prices on everything. The Ultimate Pedestal obviously isn't added to this, but there's all the starting prices, our phone number, our email. So this one, I'm just running the base computer on this one. So obviously, if you wanted to get this one, we could throw an upgraded computer in it. It's just a matter of swapping the PC out. So this one has an i5 with a 1660 in it, 16 gigs of RAM. It has the 2 terabyte boot drive with the expansion on it as well. So the 8 terabyte expansion. Have Tattoo Assassins. I can certainly check. There's Tattoo Assassins. I don't know if that's the version you're looking for, but there it is. David, are we still making cocktail cabinets? So $5,200 for the base. That includes the Marquee, but no TV. Again, the TV would be something that you guys would probably purchase on your own and mount on there. Yep, there you go. David just kind of answered your question. If you have the OG Mega Kid still running Windows 7, yeah, you basically want to probably upgrade your computer, and then obviously you get a whole new drive set with that to run Omega. That's what we're running, Omega right now, and probably for the foreseeable future. The system runs beautiful. I love big box, you guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, we could probably, I don't know how much room is in here to mount or to lift the computer up. I mean, there's not very much room to kind of really shift that computer and move it up, but I mean, it could probably get it up maybe a couple more inches. So as of right now, yeah, it's probably about 2.5 inches from the floor. So, and here's like 4, so right to the bottom. Yeah, you're looking at, yeah, well, just like what David said, 2.5 inches. The computer's sitting there off the floor. Thanks, Rainbow, for tuning in. Rainbow to the dash. I'll kind of go back to the customer request wheels just so you guys can see some of the new games. Kind of come back up here. With the expansion, you guys, you get tons of movies and magazines and obviously tons of newer games that have come out recently. So I'll just kind of let this play. It's in our customer requests with all our newer games, so it should just kind of cycle through some of the games for you. So I'm just going to let that kind of go in the background, and I'm going to keep doing quality checking on this machine to the right of me. Yeah, if you wanted larger casters or bigger wheels, you could put 2-inch wheels on this too to raise it up a little bit more. Obviously, with the casters too, you could raise that up a little bit more as well. Thanks, problem solved, Eric. Yeah, I love the new cabinet design. I love it, you guys. I love the idea that you can just mount everything right to it. The active marquee is built into there. Nice. It sits in there perfect. It's like a good viewing angle. Yeah, I'll give you a side shot here. Give me 1 second. The dimensions, first I'll give you the dimensions of it. So from basically the back of the cab, so all together, the back of the cab to the front, I mean, you're probably looking at 36 inches total, maybe 38. So to the very front, it's probably more like 38 total with the back to the front of this box. And then if you were to take the box off, 29 inches, so it would fit through like a standard doorway once you take the box off. So 32 inches deep from the longest points, and then you're looking at like 31 and a quarter wide here. But with the box, obviously it's going to be a little bit wider. With the box, you're looking at about 48. And again, for everybody that's joining, we do have a 55-inch mounted on this. 32 to 70 inch you could fit on here. I think the 55 is perfect. So there's kind of the side view if you guys kind of wanted to see it here. I'm trying to let me get it. Oops. Sorry guys with the camera stuff. There's kind of the side view of it, like right there. Obviously you're going to get the mirror cage. You can see the mirror. Sure, I'll try to Joe. I'll try to answer them the best that I can. Your questions. I mean, I would imagine you could upgrade your own computer to what you like if you're into doing that, if you know how to do that. Otherwise, yeah, you can certainly buy our computer from us and things like that. The drives, I believe you would exchange your old drives. David might want to chime in on how that all works with an older system. But pretty much we would probably take your old PC. I don't know if you have the PC built in yours or if you had a case. But now with our newer ones, we have a case and everything that's built. I don't have a computer out that I could show you guys, but it just comes in a standard case. There you go, David. Kind of answered your question on the computer. Here for the cost of the hardware. I've seen a few different button configurations on the website. Some panels only have 6 buttons, some have 7, and others with 8. Could you explain? So I'll kind of show you this one. So this is the Scantron layout. So basically what the Scantron, sorry, with the camera, it's backwards, so it's hard to see the Scantron layout. So your buttons 7 and 8 drop down. So 7 and 8 are drop down. Typically 7 and 8 would be up here on a regular panel, kind of like how this one's got the regular layout. So that's a regular layout. This is a Scantron layout. And then typically, I mean, you're going to want 7 and 8 on players 1 and 2 because for the newer games, especially like Street Fighters and stuff like that, Mortal Kombat, basically we have a program called X Arcade X Input. And that basically turns your control panel into Xbox controllers. And then those come into play because they're like your left bumpers and your left and right triggers and things like that. So that would be a good option to probably have those. I know with older systems, you might have only had 6 buttons. And then usually you would use your player 1 as the shift and then your player 1 button on that you would coin up on, I know, the older systems. Let me kind of get back in here and read what you all wrote. Could you possibly go through all the gameplay buttons on the control panel and just quickly identify each one and label? Yeah, so just like what David's saying. So yeah, 8 buttons for 1 and 2, 6 for 3 and 4. Again, like I said, more of the 8-button layout is going to be for probably only a couple arcade classic games, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I know, like I said, again, for like a lot of the newer games, and if you're going to use the X Arcade X Input for the fighting games, like the newer Street Fighters and things like that, it'll come into play, like I said, for your left triggers, right triggers, and your bumpers. Side-by-side comparison with external controller. So, Joe, if you heard me, why the 8 buttons are kind of essential for some of those games again?
You only lose because you suck. The game works.
Yeah, so David's kind of answering your questions. So for Xbox controllers, it's going to be for a lot of your newer games again, you guys, that you're going to need the Xbox controllers for. Like, obviously, like your PlayStations and things like that. Nintendo 64. I know with some of them you might be able to get away, like Nintendo 64, you might be able to get away with just the control panel. But obviously the dual analog controls, it's going to be kind of hard if you were to program that with the 2 joysticks and play games. It would be way too difficult. But again, I'll kind of show you, Joe, here. So here's just a standard button layout. So you're going to have button 1. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 7 and 8. Oops, I don't know if. Sorry with the camera again. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then your player 1 start, your coin. This is your shift function. So for backing out of games and bringing up your taskbar, doing things like that, you have your 4-way up here. So this is an 8-way. Typically an 8-way. You can get this in a rotary joysticks with the joystick spins for certain games. Obviously RGB, you could do all kinds of fancy things with that. IL if you want. So here's our 4-way, and then these will act as your mouse clicks, and then have a toggle switch. So when this toggle switch is turned on, these are your mouse clicks. So left, middle, right, and then you use your trackball like your mouse. And if you turn your toggle switch off, that mimics your first 3 buttons here. So for instance, oops. So for instance, if you're playing a 4-way game and you just want to have that off, then you can obviously use these buttons up here to mimic the first 3. Hopefully that kind of explains little things to you. Again, sorry about the camera. As of right now, driving cabs are really hard to make. So as of right now, I don't think that's in the plan. But again, if you guys tuned in last week, I did have RGB molding on a Megacade, and I'm finishing that up. I just got the active marquee in it today. Hopefully I can get it finished up today, and then we can get pictures and videos of that too as well for you guys up on there. That one's going to have RGB molding. It's going to have RGB buttons. It's going to have the Scantron layout, Tron stick, a spinner on that one. Hopefully I answered all your questions, Joe, the best that I could. About 10 more minutes on the stream, everyone. Let me know if you have any more questions. Trying to answer them the best that I can.
But at the same time, you know we're not getting pizza tomorrow?
I'll put this back to that new games listing. And I'll just kind of scroll through some of the customer request games too again for everybody, just so you can see all the newer games that are in here. I'm just gonna probably go kind of a little fast. I'm just gonna kind of flip through them.
That sentence literally comes up 30 minutes in. You're fine. Can you stop being a bitch and go watch that movie already? It's super body horror.
So I got NBA 2K.
That is a child, sir.
Just kind of flipping through them fast. I'll let it kind of play through too as well.
That was a little disturbing. Yeah. See, I couldn't make those.
There's your Resident Evils. Returnal, I know that's a newer one.
It had what is this sting called? Dramatic sting tension. That was my biggest comparison. You don't want to use this
So there you have it. There's some of the newer games. I'm just gonna kind of let it go through. Should scroll through some of the other ones for you.
Something like unreal. Why I like it was the rising tension of like it's just more like, oh my gosh, yeah. They're not making stupid decisions. They're actually just making logical decisions that just have to fail. Yeah, that's kind of how this movie rolled out.
So yeah, there you go. David just answered your question. It is a PC game and Techno Parrot. We have it right now programmed with our X Arcade X input. The one in this wheel, the newest one on here. This does run our X Arcade X input. So basically, that turns your control panel into Xbox controllers. And there you have it. There's the newest Street Fighter. So again, and then just so you guys can know, buttons, I'll kind of show you on here too. So X Arcade X input, again, turns your control panel into Xbox controllers. So button 1 would be your X or your square. Button Y would be, button 2 would be Y. Button 3 would be RB. Button 4 would be A, button 5 would be B, button 6 would be RT, and then button 7 would be LB, and button 8 would be LT. So it'd be X, Y, RB, LB, A, B, RT, LT. If you guys can see that. That makes sense for you all.
Yeah, he pops out of the drainage in a shower. Oh. Yeah. That might be the scene you're talking about. That's the one with Tim Curry in. Tim Curry did a fantastic job. That was so bad. It's just that game was as a kid. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just not gonna watch it. That movie is not scary or not even good.
With Steam, yeah, you'll be able to log into your Steam account. We have that right on our system as well. So, I mean, here you got like Epic Games, we have Fight Cave, which is an online retro gaming. Jukebox, you got Netflix on here. Here's your Steam, here's Origin. Movies. Plex on here as well.
That's because Bill Skarsgård is super talented. He's super good. He's on the floor. Did an amazing job. When I'm hurrying. You don't see it or you do see it? What kind of voice is this? Just that one. And you can actually do that weird Pennywise eye thing. He does the hits. He freaked the kids out a lot on the set. You can actually move one eye individually over the other. Yeah, they got this apparently. Yeah, all the Skarsgård's got some weird going on. Well, only one Skarsgård has my respect absolutely. Sorry to say it's not Bill.
No problem, Joe. Hopefully I explained it good enough for you.
His brother from the Northland gets sexy. Taylor Joy. Yeah, boy. It was a really shitty done, sexy, but at the same time.
And I'm sure one of those like rotatable mounts, I'm sure you could like retrofit it to this somehow.
He's huge.
I would imagine there would be some way.
Yeah, he looks super tired. He's going to the Northland. He's supposed to look tired. Oh, look at him in the Northland. He is absolutely jacked. That's why I'm so committed to watching that movie with that. Like a lot of that movie I really like. It's just I can see some issues. But it's really weird because I used to think straight up Bill Skarsgård was the best Skarsgård for acting, and then Alexander is surprising. I got the Northbound, I got Godzilla versus Kong. I'm getting really good workout. I'm getting good workout out of that man.
Play Lucky and Wild. Is that in an Arcade Classics? Lucky and Wild. Not sure.
Did you drop an X on screen? What? Tired?
I might have to type that in differently.
What? Alright, from the right, green, yellow, purple, blue. Oh, Marquee? Purple and blue are your X's. Yeah. Plus we it's the trash.
Maybe I'll just leave it with Lucky.
What is my house?
Lucky and Wild. There we go. So yeah, looks like it's an Arcade Classics game. This is the one you're looking for. So Lucky and Wild, it is an Arcade Classics. We do have on our YouTube channel, we do have tutorials on how to get into MAME as well and how to change your button layout and things there. I can kind of show you quick on here. This will probably be the last thing I'll do on the stream, and then I'm going to shut it down from here, you guys. You play it with a light gun and the trackball for driving, or use a steering wheel and pedals. So Lucky and Wild. So again, he was saying your light guns. So yeah, it'd be a light guns, but I can use the joystick too as well. If you guys can see here, I'm using the joystick. If you do your shift function, you can do the shift function. Sorry guys, shift function to the right. That brings up your settings here, and then if you go into input this machine, then you can get in here, and then this is where you can change all your settings if you like in here. But like David said, it is a gun game. It does look like you could play with your joystick too as well. But again, you could get in here and switch the settings if you want. I mean, you can even program an Xbox controller into MAME too and use that. Hopefully that kind of answers your question for you. One player drives, one player shoots. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that game at all. I mean, we have over 50,000 games on here. So yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to test them all. But there you have it, you guys. Last time of this Ultimate Pedestal. Price $5,200. This one is for sale for $55 just because of the spinner on the Tron stick. We do have a 55-inch TV mounted on this, a 28-inch active marquee. This is a special one with the chrome wrap. Well, here you got it. There's kind of where the speakers are, your active marquee. Now back, I'll show you the panel. Bear with me on the camera. I hate how it shows backwards on this when I'm looking at it. I'll come show you the side view. So 5,200 starting price on this. This is our new design. I'll show you the back too one more time. How that all gets mounted. So the pipes run through here. Pipes run through, and then it got bolted and mounted right through here. You guys can see that. And then again, your drives are in here. Your subwoofer. Your PC. And I'm just running a standard PC i5, our standard base i5 1660, 16 gigs of RAM. It has recoils in there as well for recoil. You could do gun for IR on this or standard guns. There you have it, y'all. Our new edition. The Ultimate Pedestal. All right, I'm going to shut down the stream now, everybody. May the 4th be with everyone.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
Hope everybody's enjoying their day.
I loved you.
See you all next week.
Like a brother, Anakin.
All right.